All right, imagine this is the first calm moment after you've just installed Linux Mint 22.3 Cinnamon. The system is clean, fast, and honestly, a bit empty. This is where most people either fall in love with Linux or slowly drift away from it. So in this guide, we're going to turn that fresh install into something stable, secure, and actually enjoyable to use long-term. Let's take it step by step, just like you would on your own machine. Right after you land on the desktop, the first thing you want to do is let Mint settle itself. You'll usually see the welcome screen. Don't rush past it. It's actually useful. Go ahead and run the Update Manager. Open the menu, type Update Manager, and launch it. Refresh the package list, then install everything it shows. This step is not optional. Mint ships stable packages, but updates patch security issues and fix bugs you don't want to deal with later. Once updates are done, restart your system. That restart matters more than people think. Now that the system is up to date, let's deal with drivers. Open Driver Manager. Let it scan your hardware. If you're using NVIDIA, you'll most likely see proprietary drivers available. Select the recommended one, apply changes, and let it install. This is one of those moments where Linux either feels smooth or frustrating. Proper drivers make all the difference in performance and stability. Restart again after installing drivers. Next, let's make sure your system can actually handle everything you throw at it. Open Terminal. You're going to install essential packages that most people end up needing anyway. Type slowly and let it run. This gives you compilers, tools, and basic utilities that many apps rely on behind the scenes. Without these, you'll eventually hit weird errors. Now let's handle multimedia. Mint is pretty good out of the box, but it's still worth making sure everything works. Run sudo apt install mint meta codecs. This ensures video formats, audio codecs, and streaming just work. No surprises when you open a file later. At this point, your system works. Now we make it yours. Right-click on the desktop, go to Customize, and explore themes. Cinnamon lets you adjust everything: window borders, icons, controls, cursor. Don't overdo it. Pick something clean and readable. The default Mint Y is solid, but you can try Mint X or download new themes from the Settings panel. Then move to Panel Settings. Adjust panel height, enable auto hide if you like minimal setups, or keep it classic. Add applets like System Monitor, Weather, or Workspace Switcher depending on how you work. This is where Linux starts feeling personal instead of generic. Now let's talk about system snapshots. This is something a lot of beginners ignore until something breaks. Open Timeshift. Choose RSYNC if you're using a regular file system. If you're on BTRFS, select BTRFS snapshots. Set a schedule. Daily snapshots are a good balance. Keep a few backups, not too many. This gives you a safety net. If an update ever messes things up, you can roll back like nothing happened. Next, we lock things down a bit. Open Firewall Configuration. Enable it. That's it. Mint uses UFW underneath, and enabling it adds a basic layer of protection without complicating anything. Now let's improve performance quietly in the background. Open Startup Applications. Look through what's launching on boot. Disable anything you don't need immediately. Keep it lean. Then go into System Settings under General and disable unnecessary animations if you prefer a snappier feel. Cinnamon is smooth, but small tweaks make it even better on lower-end machines. Now we install the apps you'll actually use. Instead of randomly downloading things from the internet, open Software Manager. Search and install what you need: browsers, editors, media tools. If you want more control, you can also use Flatpak apps, which Mint supports really well. For example, you can install apps like Flatpak versions of browsers or design tools for better sandboxing and newer versions. Just make sure Flatpak support is enabled, which Mint usually does by default. Let's take a minute to talk about file management. Open Nemo, the file manager. Go into Preferences and enable things like Show Full Path in Title Bar and Confirm before deleting. Small changes, but they prevent mistakes. You can also add useful context menu scripts later if you want advanced workflows. Now let's set up power and system behavior. Go into Power Management. Adjust sleep settings based on your usage, especially important if you're on a laptop. Then check Display Settings. Set your resolution, scaling, and refresh rate properly. If your monitor supports higher refresh rates and it's not enabled, you're literally not seeing your system at its best. At this point, your system is functional, customized, and safe. But there's one last thing that separates a casual user from someone who actually understands their system. Open Terminal again. Run NeoFetch. Take a look at your system info: kernel, desktop, memory usage. This isn't just for aesthetics. Knowing your system helps you troubleshoot faster later. Now pause for a second. You've updated your system, installed drivers, set up backups, secured it, optimized it, and made it yours. This is the difference between just installing Linux and actually using Linux. From here, everything else is optional. You can dive into customization, scripting, development, or just enjoy a stable daily driver. And that's the real goal. A system that stays out of your way and just works.